Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday Night SmackDown, and we are kicking off tonight's action in style. As you can see, Io Sky, Asuka, already in the middle of the ring. Io Sky, with that WWE Women's Championship around her waist, is set to defend it to kick off the first episode of SmackDown. If you haven't seen the first episodes of Raw and NXT, make sure you go check that out after this video. But if you want to be all caught up before, pause this video, check those out, and then come right back. As we saw a big NXT Championship matchup with Braun Breaker and Solo Sikoa to close off our first episode of NXT. One hell of a night that was. And Io Shirai already, Asuka and Io Shirai putting those educated feet to good use already in the early goings. Asuka, a former women's champion in her own right. And there goes Asuka sailing over the top rope. Io Shirai goes through the middle. Big flying crossbody takes down the challenger. These women, some of the best that professional wrestling, especially the Japanese wrestling market has to offer. As Io Sky tried to go for a big missile dropkick, Asuka moves out of the way. And Asuka is no stranger to women's championships, longest reigning NXT Women's Champion of all time. Oh no, Asuka, oh God. Asuka just stomping onto the arm of the champion, and certainly with Backlash underway, Io Sky winning that championship after cashing in at WrestleMania against, oh wait a minute, hold on, here's a cover. Could have it here. 1, 2, no. After cashing it in on Charlotte Flair, who would be injured in that matchup against Ronda Rousey. Whoa! Look at the catch from Asuka. Mid-air, drops Io Sky, drops her down with a power bomb. Oh, and Io able to get the kick out of that one. That matchup between Braun Breaker and Solo. Oh, wait a minute now, Asuka. What does she have? Oh, in mine. Big sit-out, spine buster. Referee in the position. Could have it here. No. And like I was saying, we saw the NXT Championship defended on NXT. In the main event, we saw a World Tag Team Championship match between the OC and the Judgment Day on Monday Night Raw. If you want to check those out. So all of the shows have a good championship matchup for you. And this one's already kicking off to be a classic. You can just see the brutality that these women are starting to possess. Look at this octopus stretch from Asuka, locking it in on Io Shirai. And look at this now. Io Sky able to maneuver herself out of there. Whoa, look at this. Io Sky has Asuka into a crossface here. And Asuka could be in a bad positioning here. These women have been trying to get each other in submissions, trying to knock each other down with every bit of strikes that they can. But, you know, with the Women's Championship on the line, what did you really expect? Oh, and look at this combination from Asuka and just tossing Io Sky away. Io up to her feet. And wait a minute now, out of the corner, big moonsault. Big moonsault clears down Asuka. And Io Sky has turned this matchup in her favor. Asuka back up to her feet, and Io climbing to the top rope. What does she have in mind? It cannot be good. Big diving DDT, planting Asuka. And Io crawls into the pinfall. Is the champion going to be able to retain against the multi-time women's champion Asuka kicking out? And now with Io Sky, look at this, demanding that Asuka brings it. Asuka always bringing the fire. And now Asuka with the right hand. Look at this, takes down Io Sky to her knees. And now Asuka continuing with the kicks and the roundhouse directly to the face. May have just knocked the tooth loose of Io Sky. And look at this now, Asuka trying to take advantage now into a triangle hold. Asuka with, oh, look at that, she's got it cinched in tight, and Io's trying to pull out of it, but Asuka's just wrapping the legs around her neck tighter and tighter. Oh, wait a minute now, Io Sky, look at this, possessing a little bit of strength to just drop Asuka right on her back out of the triangle hold into a power bomb. And look at this now, Asuka almost getting caught again, but Asuka too quick on the draw. And look at this, back into a submission hold, into the cross armbar. And wait, whoa, hold on, I don't think she's got enough torque on it, because Io Sky, she's able to roll out of it, and certainly Io Sky is not going to let have one of her body parts be taken under control. Io Sky, look at this. Whoa, could be looking for a butterfly facebuster. Asuka, what a counter, slams Io Sky's face right into the mat with an Alabama slam. Roundhouse kick from Asuka sends Io Sky down. Hip attack from Asuka, signature attack from Asuka. Asuka hooks the leg. She could be walking away with the new women's championship around her waist. But Io Sky is still in this matchup. Io Sky is not letting down here. Io Sky moves out of the way. Io continues the fight. Look at this. The onslaught of strikes and the assault continues. And now as Io Sky looks to take control, whoa, Io's certainly a little bit dazed. But look at this now, just inviting Asuka to take a shot, but both these women, they don't know what to do next. Io Sky now lighting up Asuka. What does she have in mind here? Pulls Asuka around. Dragon Sleeper drops Asuka on the back of her head. Asuka's taking a good bit of damage right now, and wait a minute now, what is Io Sky thinking here? Whoa! Oh my god! Asayu moonsault to the outside. Asuka moves out of the way. Io, no water in the pool, goes crashing down to the floor. Asuka's gonna take control of this matchup. Wait a minute. I may have spoke too soon. Io Sky catching the leg, pulls her in, German suplex. Asuka nowhere to go, trapped in the corner with Io Sky at her disposal. And wait a minute now, Io Sky preparing for something big. Whoa, Asuka, too quick on the draw, and Io Sky went crashing down into the ropes now. Wait a minute, Io Sky, bad positioning here. Asuka, she has put many women away with this hold, especially how she won the women's championship the first time. The Asuka locked in around Io Sky, and Io Sky could be in trouble. We could be seeing a new women's champion here tonight, and Io Sky is in trouble. Wait a minute. Oh no. Big elbow directly to the face from Io Sky. And wait a minute now. Io Sky, she's gonna hit it this time. Butterfly facebuster sends Asuka, women's champion, into position. Hooks the leg too. Asuka with the shoulder up. This matchup continues. Io Sky and Asuka putting each other through an absolute war right now for the winner to walk out as the women's champion. And now is Asuka, look at this, just wrenching it in tight, lock that arm around the rope, and Asuka's got that devilish look in her eye as Io Sky continues the fight, as she gets an elbow right to the face. Io Sky now into the ring, big missile drop kick, signature Io Sky. And Io Sky, she's the women's champion, usually backed by Bayley backstage, making sure that nobody is gonna try to interfere in this matchup. And Io takes Asuka down the sides with a roundhouse kick directly to the side of the head. And look at this now, she may have stunned Asuka, she may have dazed her there. Io Sky, Asai moonsault from the top. Asuka has not moved. Io with the leg hooked retains the women's championship. Io Sky with a successful title defense, absolutely putting on a clinic here tonight to kick off tonight's episode of SmackDown. And we're going to be moving on to our next matchup. But before that, we got to kick it backstage to Wesley and Nathan Frazier.
Funny seeing you here, Wes. Guess we both got lucky and ended up in the same locker room, huh? And I think Adam Pearce filled you in on the match next week. Me and you in a United States Championship qualifying match.
Yeah, Adam came in a few minutes ago and told me, definitely a way to get motivated and hit the weights, you know what I mean? Especially after me and you putting on that banger at Stand and Deliver.
I just wanted to let you know that there's no hard feelings, and I'm happy to share the same locker room with you.
Right back at you, brother. As long as you got my back, you know I got yours, man.
Well, some very friendly words from two men that were graduated from NXT, Wesley and Nathan Frazier, putting on a matchup at Stand and Deliver, finally getting drafted to the same locker room. And as you heard, they will be competing in a United States Championship qualifying matchup, which I will get to in a second, as we will be holding one here tonight as well. But right now, as you previously saw, Rich Holland already in the ring, Sheamus at his side, and the former WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns making his first appearance without a title since WrestleMania against Ridge Holland up next. And Roman Reigns certainly not happy about losing his championship and not being able to challenge for that title once again. And now Roman Reigns just already with the onslaught of attacks on Ridge Holland. And, well, as this assault continues from Roman Reigns onto Holland, I just want to mention that we have 2 more matches tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have a United States Championship qualifying matchup. There will be 3 of these matchups, and in 3 weeks' time, there will be a triple threat match to determine who will be challenging the United States champion Bronson Reed for the United States title at Backlash. And that matchup tonight will be Omos taking on the Imperium's ring general known as Gunther. And that will be the first matchup. And then, as you heard earlier, Wesley and Nathan Frazier will be taking the spotlight for that U.S. qualifying matchup next week. But in your main event, we will be seeing the WWE Champion Bobby Lashley. He will be in action against the megastar L.A. Knight. Yeah. But Ridge Holland trying to go for a spear on Roman Reigns. That is certainly not a move that you want to do, because you're just going to get your ass whooped courtesy of the Tribal Chief. And right now it seems as if he's just doesn't know what is coming his way, because Roman Reigns now, black hole slam. Big black hole slam, just grabbing Ridge Holland and just swinging him around like he was nothing. Oh, and look at that, Roman just throwing Ridge Holland into the referee, and then a big boot to follow. Roman Reigns just no respect for the rules. Roman Reigns losing everything. I mean, Paul Heyman still at his side, but losing his entire family at WrestleMania. Oh no, Roman Reigns with the guillotine on Ridge Holland. Oh no. That is a tight vice grip wrapped around your neck, and Ridge Holland's gonna have to tap out. Roman Reigns with a devastating and brutal victory. Roman Reigns just continues his reign of dominance even without a championship. But Roman Reigns, he's got to be looking about maybe taking that WWE title from Bobby Lashley. And wait a minute. This is not on my run sheet right now. We were supposed to be moving to a backstage promo involving John Cena. But as you can see, the one and only, looks like the one and only Ricochet is going to come out here, and he's got some, I don't know, maybe he's got some choice words for Roman Reigns.
Sorry, Roman, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Congratulations on your win tonight. I'm serious. Anyway, let's talk, big dog. Tribal Chief. Whatever you want to be called this week, I got some serious unfinished business with you, okay? You see, over the past 3 years, all that has been plastered across our screens and on all of the marketing and on the best of lists every year is Roman Reigns. And you see, further back, almost 9 years ago, I was putting on 5-star classics with the best every week in dozens of different companies. Meanwhile, you were being groomed as the next big star just because of who your family lineage is. Now, it's time for you to step aside and let the real workers do their job. You don't gotta answer right now, but hear me out. Roman Reigns goes one-on-one with Ricochet at Backlash.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and for some reason Michael Cole, because he's an oddity in itself. Your eyes do not deceive you. John Cena is back on SmackDown. I thought it was just about time I returned to where I began my career, and to also just mark out the amazing landscape that SmackDown has to offer. And so, I think it's about time I set my eyes on the beautiful new championship that Bobby Lashley has around his waist. Because the champ is here.
Well, that was a lot for us to unpack, but I will get to that when the matchup begins. But as you can see, we are going to be kicking our first of 3 United States Championship qualifying matchups here tonight. As I mentioned before, Omos, the Nigerian giant, going to be going up against the ring general, the Austrian powerhouse known as Gunther, up next. Backed up by the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Imperium's Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser, always in the back, always making sure that they have his back in every situation. And the Reign General looking to add another championship to his waist. I mean, one of the longest reigning Intercontinental Champions of the modern age. And now Omos and Gunther, two absolute units of men that are about to clash in this matchup. You can see Imperium trying to get into place, and just a stare down from across the ring. Just look at the absolute weight that is in that ring right now. Look at how much Omos towers over Gunther. And Gunther is usually a behemoth in and of itself. Big chop. Oh, and Omos returns the favor with one of his own. And Omos with an uppercut. Look at that. We were not expecting this level of brutality from these men in the early goings. Big boot from Walter. Oh, and a clothesline into the corner. Walter just going after Omos, trying to keep up that offense. But as we saw earlier, Roman Reigns devastating Ricochet. Roman Reigns devastating Ridge Holland, and then Ricochet coming out to the ring and offering a challenge, saying that Roman Reigns has basically been taking up all the spotlight, taking up the 40-minute promos, taking up all of the marketing, everything. Ricochet almost in a envious, but, you know, kind of sort of right way. And look at this now, Omos with Gunther up on his fireman's carry position here. Gunther able to fight out of it. Oh, and a big chop sends Omos down to the floor. And a hip drop from Gunther as well. But that does not take Omos off of his feet. Oh, but this certainly is going to take him off of his feet with the chops. Omos, you know, he may be an absolute giant, but when it comes to the absolute sledgehammer-like strikes of Gunther, oh, you're really neck and neck. And look at this now. When have you ever seen Omos trying to cower and trying to get a chance to breathe? I mean, someone taking, you know, someone like Omos' size to, you know, the absolute limits is almost unheard of with, you know, other giants. But, you know, both of these men are giving themselves a run for their money. I mean, the United States Championship match could be in their... Oh! The United States Championship matchup could be in their future as Omos just hip tossing Gunther all the way into the ring. And Omos off the ropes. What does he have in mind? Big back body drop sends Gunther into the air. And like I was saying, Roman Reigns being challenged by Ricochet for a matchup at Backlash. We have yet to hear if Ricochet will accept that challenge, but let's just hope that he does, because that would be a matchup for the ages. And then we also saw that John Cena making his return to SmackDown, making it his forever home. Oh! And wanting to go after the WWE Championship around Bobby Lashley's waist, looking to, add a 17th World Championship to his waist. And now with Gunther and Omos, wait a minute, Gunther could be looking to end this matchup early with that signature power bomb, but Omos able to toss Gunther over his shoulder or over his head. And, you know, like I was saying, Omos certainly has the size advantage, but Gunther might have, I don't know, they might be on the same level of strike power. I mean, Omos and, you know, 7 foot tall, one punch could feel like a sledgehammer just hitting you right in the jaw. But Gunther's chops can feel like you're getting hit right in the chest with the flat end of a butcher's knife. I mean, oh no, look at this now. Omos just powering Gunther up with a military press drop. Gunther able to counter, and look at this now. Gunther trying to put Omos away here. Sleeper hold on Omos. This may be Gunther's opportunity to take Omos out, but all that weight on top of Gunther, is he going to be able to utilize that power? Is he going to be able to make... Oh, wait a minute, Omos might be fading. Oh, wait, no, he's got a little bit left in him, and Omos utilizing that huge frame to his advantage, utilizing the strikes. Oh, wait a minute, headbutt now, and Gunther in a bad position here. Omos lifts up Gunther and plants him with a choke slam. And now Omos into the pinfall, could be walking away with the U.S. title opportunity. But no, Omos not happy about that one, slamming the mat in frustration. And wait a minute now, Omos getting distracted by Imperium on the outside. Gunther with a drop kick, drapes Omos across the ropes, and Gunther's going to take advantage of the distraction. Oh! And that knee just goes right down onto the chest of Omos, and certainly one of these men have to give. I mean, one of these men have to, certainly. But like I was saying, when the championship is on the line, you will do anything. You will do anything to have that title wrapped around your waist, have your hand held in victory. Oh! And Omos into the corner, just got caught with an elbow from Gunther, and he's going to make him walk the plank here, so to speak, as now Gunther, look at this, tossing Omos into the corner, and look at this, Gunther sizing him up, and that boot goes directly into the jaw of the Nigerian giant, and the giant goes rolling to the outside. And Gunther's not going to let Omos get away from him. So now as Gunther prepares for, was preparing for another move, Omos counters. Oh, a shoulder tackle takes down Gunther. Omos, oh no. Omos is not happy. Omos is clearing off that announce table. And now Gunther, he could be in a bad position here. Imperium wanting to help out. Whoa, look at that, Gunther catching himself in his tracks and delivers a drop kick. My God, all of that power utilized behind Gunther just took down Omos, and they got to be careful of the count. But oh, look at that, Gunther didn't even break a sweat, just broke the count, and now we're back at 1. Oh, but that might have been his downfall, as Omos looks to have Gunther in control now. And oh no, wait a minute, what does Omos have in mind? Oh my God, no! Choke slam through the announce table! And you can see Imperium trying to get involved, but Omos just roaring at Gunther's tag team partners, and Gunther has barely been able to move, and Omos powering Gunther back up to his feet. Gunther going through that announce table with a choke slam. Omos looks to end this matchup here. Oh! Gunther, what a counter. Suckered Omos in. Eats a chop and eats another one. Onslaught of assault from Gunther. Oh, wait a minute now. Is he going to hit it? Yes, he is. Power bomb. Stacks up Omos. He could not have enough. Gunther with the win. Gunther plants the giant on his head with a powerbomb, and Gunther will now go into the triple threat matchup to determine the United States Championship #1 contender for Bronson Reed at Backlash. But now we must hear from Joe Gacy and the Dyad, the Schism.
Rip Jagger. Thank you for joining me on such short notice, but this was just a better time as ever than to say that, somehow, some way, the Schism's roots have grown ever stronger and have sunk deeper into the ground and not letting go. The four of us make up an unholy legion, but with my new Inquisition and him seeing the ways of the Schism and the power that he possesses, will make us an unstoppable force within the WWE. Rip Jagger. Allow me to introduce a man fallen from grace because opportunity was just too close to grasp, but the sun would burn away any aspirations he would have had. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Icarus.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of the evening. And there you see the almighty WWE Champion, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley steps into the ring with one of WWE's most popular men in the company right now, LA Knight. Yeah. And it's time to get loud. And it's time for LA Knight to step into the ring, and LA Knight with a chance against the WWE Champion. Championship may not be on the line, but one hell of a win if you can knock him off. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Lashley and LA Knight. This matchup to close off tonight's episode of SmackDown. WWE Champion could be in a precarious position if LA Knight's able to pick off a victory here tonight. LA Knight could be the next in line for the WWE Championship. But Bobby Lashley able to be too quick on the draw, able to counter LA Knight out of there, moves out of the way, the big boot And look at this now. LA Knight just getting under the skin of Bobby Lashley. And you can just hear the crowd here tonight. And look at this now. Just Bobby Lashley getting under the skin of LA Knight, mocking him with the LA Knight taunt. But wait, whoa. Look at that beautiful counter into the pinfall from Bobby Lashley. And there you go. LA Knight continues the fight here. And LA Knight, big uppercut. Oh, what a baseball punch. Knocking down the champion. And the world champion is not very happy about that one. He is certainly not happy. He just gave LA Knight a shot of his own, and that could not taste very good. And Bobby Lashley tossing LA Knight to the floor. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that not only will we be having the pay-per-view of Backlash being exclusive to Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, but NXT will be, oh man, what a suplex neck breaker from LA Knight, as now LA Knight continues the fight. And on the outside, I mean, this matchup is a normal matchup, so these men are going to have to be aware of their surroundings, as Bobby Lashley lifts LA Knight up and military press drop, dropping him right down onto his face on the outside. And like I was saying, the next couple of shows, the next couple of pay-per-views that we have up, we got Backlash coming in about 4 weeks' time. We will be seeing, oh, wait a minute now, Bobby Lashley not again, powering LA Knight up. Oh! And then not to mention, we will be seeing Night of Champions, where every WWE Championship on Raw and SmackDown will be defended, and not to mention NXT having its first live event entitled NXT Battleground. Oh, look at this now, Bobby Lashley. Big flatliner, drops LA Knight on his face. Lashley could be looking to get the victory here too. No, LA Knight with the kick out. So pay-per-views are quite abundant here in Universe Mode this time around. And look at this now, Bobby Lashley again with the military press drop, but LA Knight this time able to maneuver it into a pinfall. LA Knight with the victory, maybe. No. Bobby Lashley able to overpower Knight once again, and Knight rolls him over once again. But no. Bobby Lashley gets up, and LA Knight with a swinging neck breaker drops Lashley down. And LA Knight again drops the knee. LA Knight is not letting go here. LA Knight on full attack, dropping Bobby Lashley with that neck breaker. Knight certainly getting under a good bit of offense here. LA Knight gonna make Bobby go crunchy. Drops him right on the back of his neck. And LA Knight, the megastar. Oh, wait a minute now. The former $1 million champion. LA Knight with the champion up on his shoulder. Bam! Torture rack neck breaker. LA Knight crawls into the pinfall. Bobby Lashley is dazed, but he kicks out at 2. LA Knight is not going to sit down and take this lightly. LA Knight trying to go for that neck breaker again. Bobby Lashley stopping him in his tracks, and Lashley again, just with a knee to the side of the head. We just know the devastating power that Bobby Lashley possesses. I thought you may have been looking for the Hurt Lock, but instead he delivers a full Nelson slam. LA Knight goes crashing down to the floor. And Bobby Lashley now, look at that, with a big boot, tried to take full advantage of LA Knight, but now on the outside, LA Knight goes. And look at this, he continues to fire away on Bobby Lashley, but Knight is certainly not going to, is not just going to stay down. And look at this now, LA Knight has Bobby Lashley up and drops him with a back suplex. That back suplex draping Lashley across the top of the barricade does not feel good for the WWE Champion's vertebrae, and it does not fall in favor for the champion. But right now, the megastar has the Almighty right where he wants him, and LA Knight could be looking, oh my God, what a punch. Oh my God, and the WWE Champion immediately gets up. He is not happy. Bobby Lashley has been busted open with a right hand courtesy of the megastar, and Bobby Lashley just starts choking out LA Knight with a bear hug. You can just see the cut opened up on the head of Bobby Lashley, and now looks like Lashley looks to do the same to LA Knight as he delivers these right hands to the side of the head of Knight. And Lashley is, oh no, LA Knight, he could be in trouble here as Bobby Lashley lifts up LA Knight. And again, LA Knight, he's too quick on the draw. but that time doesn't stay down for the pin. He knew Bobby Lashley was going to be able to get out of it. And now LA Knight, look at this, has Bobby Lashley trapped in the corner. That's certainly, I don't know if that's a place you'd want to have Bobby Lashley specifically, but it is a good way to get your opponent off guard, keep him off balance. But look at this now. Speaking of off balance, LA Knight going to the top rope here, and Bobby Lashley, oh no, he's in a bad position. LA Knight superplex drops the champion. Bobby Lashley gets dropped with a superplex, and Bobby Lashley barely able to stand at the moment, but Lashley stumbling to his feet. LA Knight has him. Boom. Bam. That's the BFT number 1, 2. No. Bobby Lashley with the shoulder up, desperate to stay in this matchup. I thought the BFT may have knocked Bobby Lashley clean out, but this matchup continues, and Bobby Lashley still has a lot left in the chamber. That Crimson Mask covered headbutt that Bobby Lashley just gave LA Knight. Oh, wait a minute now. Bobby Lashley could be looking to end the matchup here. Could be looking for the Dominator. Dominator inbound. No. LA Knight able to fight off of it. LA Knight continues the fight. Oh no. And again, Bobby Lashley counters. A shot to the gut. Bobby Lashley pulls him in for a lariat. Bobby Lashley is visibly pissed at the moment. And Bobby Lashley's thinking, what dastardly things can I do to the megastar to put him down? And this might be one for the ages as Bobby Lashley powers Knight up and drops him with a jackknife powerbomb. Good lord. And now Bobby Lashley waiting for LA Knight to set him up. Could be looking for the spear. Good night to LA. 1, 2, and that's it. No! LA Knight kicks out of the spear. The WWE champion beside himself. And now Bobby Lashley's got to think of another alternative. He thought that move was going to put LA Knight away here as he drops Knight again with a big boot. And look at this, just Lashley just looks down at the prone Knight, who just might not have enough left in the chamber as Knight just stumbles to his feet. Oh, again, these strikes, these devastating blows to the gut just continue to in the Almighty's favor. And look at this now, the Hurt Lock locked in on that megastar. Bobby Lashley synced around the neck, and LA Knight has to tap out to the champion. The WWE champion making LA Knight tap out, and the crowd are not happy with this one. LA Knight put up a fight, but in the end, Bobby Lashley wiping the blood from off of his face, off of his forehead. Bobby Lashley picks up the win, and now, as Backlash comes towards closer and closer, is Bobby Lashley going to be the... Oh no. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we thought this was a good way to end off SmackDown, well, now we just have an unexpected surprise. Bobby Lashley defeating LA Knight, the WWE champion, celebrating in the middle of the ring. And it looks like the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, makes his way towards the ring. And Cody Rhodes definitely not dressed to fight here tonight, but Rhodes taking in the full embrace of the SmackDown crowd. Cody Rhodes marching his way down towards the WWE champion. Lashley just looking down from the ring. I mean, that's all he can really do. And Bobby Lashley, the WWE title in hand. I mean, you certainly want to keep that by your side, especially as Cody Rhodes just looks down at the championship, and Bobby Lashley knows what this means. And look at this now, Bobby Lashley not even wanting Cody to talk, not even wanting to hear anything that Cody's got to say. The WWE champion walks out of here with his world title in hand, and Cody Rhodes is left without an answer, and he's angry.